Sorry, say that again so we can get that as a
I'm Farmer Felix.
Y'all here for some puppies?
Y'all got puppies?
Check out here for some time. Nice.
Hello, everyone.
Exactly
Welcome
what I
back
said.
to another evening of D&D. We are here once again for the City of Oshuamp. We're all alive for the time being, so we'll see what happens. But we're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then have a brief recap and pick where we left off. That's toasted something upstairs.
Oh,
Sarah,
sure.
say you are before you run away.
You don't need to get that close to the mic.
Straight fell over.
You might as well have done a face first slide to the microphone.
My name is Sarah, and I play Ritora, and I'm going to go see what the cats just wrote.
Hardcore intro.
Toasted something, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm always Don, and today I'll be playing Ether Revi, the Grave Domain Cleric, and hopefully for a long time more than just today.
So heartfelt.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm not Lawrence. I'm totally not gonna down Nesgrim before we get a long rest.
Paul, and I play Felix Gray, and I could have downed you right next to the lava. No one would have known.
That's
Scooped a little bit on you.
Oh no, y'all.
Oh no, the lava's flying
I position the stairs to save Ether and catapult lava onto Nesgrim's back.
I'm Glenn, I play Vorst, and it could be so easy.
DJ, and I play Nesgrim, and I don't know why everyone wants to kill me.
I want to kill you.
I never said I wanted to kill you.
Nesgrim, sorry.
Or Nesgrim. I never said I wanted to.
You have to?
I have to.
Because you're a vampire.
You guys don't say vampire
He
needs to
hasn't
feed.
fed. We have to.
Oh, the lava got him! It drained his blood!
We gotta get the lava out of his blood.
Oh, he's so warm! I mean,
Pull his hair back.
Oh! A snake came out of the lava and bit him!
a bunch! I got blood on my mouth! I was trying to say, the snake tried to kiss me!
It's because I'm green, isn't it?
Thought I was one of them.
It's not easy being green.
It really isn't, dude. Oh, jeez Christ.
Who are you?
I'm John, and I do whatever the fuck this nonsense is. Last time, we were escaping from the horrific, rising demonic figure inside of the magic circle in the temple in Felfarthen. We successfully worked together, carried our good boy Ether towards the door that we came in from many, many episodes ago. We used some good tactics of attempting to slow this enormous, terrifying creature down. Yalamlo breaking some rocks inside one of the hallways, Forrest utilizing a hunting trap and then a line of salt. However, we briefly had a moment of panic as Rirda also confessed that he is petrified of salt and is unable to cross the lines. Forced to save his brother, pushed the salt aside, pulled him along, and everybody worked together to manipulate the mechanisms at the broken door at Felfarthen's entrance. Felix successfully gathering rope and chain, Ritora carving a notch into her quarterstaff, eventually hooking it in, and everybody worked together to lift the door sufficiently for Yalamlo to get outside and place his gem into the notch in the ground at the center of Felfarthen's opening.
Said that very ominously.
It's fine. We are the mountain.
As always, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
It's fine.
Okay. I'm glad that key card worked. Let's go.
I have a confession to make, everyone. Turns out I had rope. Missed it.
Nice.
It is one of the tougher things with having an actual listed inventory.
Scanned right past it because I rewrote my inventory and I was like, there's rope here.
There's rope.
Nailed it.
Now I still have my rope.
True, absolutely. Better have it.
So we drew it up.
Right? It all went according to plan. Successfully, everybody got out. The terrifying demonic figure arriving via teleportation into the antechamber where we entered, exited now, and cracked its whip at us as we watched the door close behind as Hjalmar removed the gem. The figure gave a terrifying roar, and as we turned to leave, the statues once more rumbled, and the face of Boblor, Dorgrim, appeared in the door and told you that it doesn't matter. He is the mountain. And that is where we are picking up, with everybody about 5 to 10 feet out of the door, everybody safely on their feet. Happy, joyous times abound as the wonderful,
We're just gonna go frolic through some snow.
ghastly figure of my dwarven stone man, just slightly poking out, reminds you all that it's fine. I am the mountain now.
Now that we are outside of Felfarthen, does my strength return? I know the dex and the
Nope.
other stuff doesn't. Okay.
No, not yet. That is also contingent upon a long rest.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
How much colder is it?
Very bitter. Much more biting. Felt like inside of Felfarthen you were probably in... When you were down in the foundry, it would have warmed up a little bit just because of the ambient heat from the lava, but it never would have been, like, hot. It would have been like, oh my god, it's now, like, 60 instead of, like, 35. When you step back outside, in this area, it would more be along the lines of, like, 10 to 15 degrees, 20 degrees. And, yeah, you hear the distant slight winds out from the mouth of the cave. Just waiting for you to try to walk through.
I'm gonna look around. Does anyone have any fishing line or twine?
I do.
Thank you.
Would you like some?
No, none of yours.
Why?
I do not want your gifts.
Is that Dorgrim?
Uh-huh.
He's just like chilling.
Gonna
with
mind
this.
thrust him. I'm mind thrusting.
Sure, absolutely.
I have
10.
I have a sewing kit.
That,
if you need.
absolutely. You watch as the door just kind of like ever so lightly shudders and just a smile stretches along his lips. Interesting.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna do it again. 7.
Thank you. It is so good to be awake again.
Oh, jeez.
I hear
Gonna back away slowly.
how terrified she is for you.
I'm gonna switch my focus and hit him again. 4.
Yeah, just like a twitch in his eye. Good. Would you like to leave her here with me?
I'm gonna turn and dash.
She's very close now.
Dashing.
Yeah, you guys watch as Felix just fucking pissed off, just incredibly aggravated by this bastard antagonizing him, and then just turns and fucking juts towards the opening and sprints.
Felix.
I keep running.
You should go after him.
Was that necessary?
What? Why not?
Can I hit him with my hammer?
You can try.
Hitting him with my hammer. Here we go.
Nesgrim, I'm gonna attack Nesgrim.
Please.
Before you do this, keep in mind that his face is in that door.
That's what I'm gonna aim for.
He can move at any time, and should you fracture the door of Felfarthen, there is a demon on the other side. So perhaps do not hit the door.
Sure.
Nesgrim, I could open the door if I wanted right now.
Do it.
Has 6 seconds gone by so I can dash another 70 feet?
Yes.
Great.
I don't know if anybody else would like to run away.
I mean, I'm gonna go as fast as I can. I'm just ready to.
Oh yeah, the
Please.
upsies. See you, dude. We did our best. You literally asked for it.
If I see the door start to move, I'm sprinting away full speed.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you that Reardo would pick you up. Felix is already running away. I don't know what the other three of you would like to do.
I'm grabbing Nesgrim and we're running.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's running or not. I'm not waiting for the door to open.
Would you resist her pull?
No, probably not.
He's literally Scrappy, dude. We literally on the ride here. He punches above his weight. It's just his fucking thing.
It's in my nature, John.
I know. Yeah, so I'll say that Retora gets a hand on you, and you are startled and not anticipating it. So as she pulls, yeah, she just starts to drag you like 5-10 feet away, and you absolutely see Dorgrim smile once more. And instead of the door opening from the base, it looks as though the parting begins in the center of his mouth. And you just, before you turn to, like, I mean, actually, really, it's more you seeing it as you're being dragged away by your heroic good friend, who's once more just like, please, please, stop it. Why?
I gotta stop calling bluffs.
Yes,
They're
you
never
need to know when to call him.
They're not bluffs. You're in wounded 3. Please.
John doesn't bluff. He'll kill you.
Yeah.
I thought he was just trying to scare me.
You
Even
see
if that's the case, why would you tempt fate?
Right.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Know when to
DJ.
dash.
Yeah, you see the mouth open, and extending out from it, it looks almost like a forked tongue at first. How swiftly it extends out, and you watch it just snap back only a foot or so in front of you. The whip of the creature, and you all hear it snap in the antechamber, and the reverberating echo just cracks and fills the room.
I would like to use my action to dash again.
Oh my god!
At this point, I should be 210 feet away from the door.
You are like outside. You are like. The snow is better. The snow is better.
You run past Horn Demon.
I'm sorry.
Just high stepping through the snow.
Knees to chest the whole way. Like,
See you back in the city.
If I remember correctly, there was a pillar with a functional cart underneath of it just covered in spider webs out here. Considering he's the only person standing next to me, I'm going to point at it and say, let's go.
Yes.
Grab that cart and run!
You're a little cart boy.
Are you running behind us? Force the sewing kit.
God, pushing a cart!
No. When we get outside.
This is a great time. Ow, 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 ow,
Oh, I missed!
No, I'm gonna wait till we get outside,
ow.
or at least until we stop moving.
Yeah.
This thimble's not doing shit!
anything else going on with this door mouth?
Yeah, you're being dragged away at not an expeditiously quick pace, because carrying weight and, like, halving movement and stuff like that.
After this one, I'm gonna turn to actually lean into the run.
Yeah. So I'll tell you that the whip rescinds and slides back through the mouth of Dorgrim. You see the dark, like, with the extension of your dark vision, the grayed area, you see almost what looks like a faint sizzling and crackling of lightning. Just like little, I always forget what the ball is called at, like, the Smithsonian, where you can put your hands on it.
Oh yeah.
I never
A
remember.
plasma ball.
Is that really what it's called?
No.
We sold them at Spencer's. I'm pretty sure they're called plasma balls.
Go with that.
Sure.
You see the effect
There's
of,
probably
like,
a-
if you were to put the contact point where it would look like it would extend and ripple out and fill the area. Yes, Sarah.
I'm just thinking about the one with the cat and
It's-
the beans.
it's precious.
It's.
Do you want to look? It could be a cat with beans.
I don't think it's a cat with beans.
Not saying it's not.
This is just me, Sarah. Whenever I think of those, that's the first thing that comes
Sure.
into my head.
He's got a Tesla coil. Run!
Yeah, as you see that crackling kind of fade, you would
Chance
see
to
the
get
mouth
uranium.
of Dorgrim close once more, and the door reseal, and him just smile.
Bombs.
See you again soon, Mr. Nesgrim.
Hope not.
I imagine you'll be here if we need you.
Yes,
Right where we left you.
yes. Left me.
Very good.
Next time, leave for me the Shadow Elf. You watch as the face just kind of rescinds into the door.
I don't know what that is. Let's go.
Can't be me.
It's not me, no.
It's not.
Said something about wanting a shelf.
He had plenty.
Yeah, whenever we get outside.
Yeah, I'll tell you that, Felix, you absolutely run outside and you see the enormous hulking figure of Adelstan just like holding a log. Tree.
You can put it down.
As you gesture down, there's like 9 logs. Whoosh, it just crushes. You see the indentation go a little bit deeper into the snow. Sap.
Thank you.
Welcome.
You didn't touch the leaves, did you?
And he just like holds it off his hands, and you see like a few like small, like dotted circles where it would be like a pinpoint, and then a slightly red circled around it. Stingy,
Yes.
but okay.
Good.
Sap. And then he points behind, like goes like that. Branches. Leaves. Asked for.
I'm gonna like walk around.
Yeah, you see that there's like, consider if somebody cut down like 9 to 10 trees worth of, oh my god! Like a fucking big ass awkward long pile of maybe like 3 to 4 branches high, just 8-9 feet in length of just leaves and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you all run out and you see this and Felix just looking at these logs and these branches.
Well, that makes the rest of this journey easier.
What time is it?
I see you got the wood.
Is the sun out?
No, the sun is not out. It's like early evening. You guys would be familiar with the kind of twilight that this is, that you would assume it's probably around 6-ish. So like the sun has most likely recently just gone down.
Yep. Pulling my card out as soon as I get out of the cave. I'm gonna stop for a second and just...
Into Nesgrim's mind, I'll just say, I'm just doing my job.
So I'm gonna cover myself with the blanket as everybody like moves over to look at the trees and stuff. I'm gonna switch my pants with the ones that are not ripped, and then I'm gonna use the sewing kit and sew my old pants into shoes because I don't have shoes, and I need to make things for my feet. So I've got the little cut-off shorts that I'm gonna cut down the center and sew into 2 little weird,
Booties.
horrible cloth shoes.
Booty
Yeah.
shorts into booties.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll say that you're able to get like a lining around the height of it, like a little hem lined in,
Sure.
and stitch that and tighten it, and you got little
Denim.
booty boots.
Yeah.
Denim
I'm pretty
boots.
sure we have, like, dress shoes that you could
We
put
have
on.
dress shoes. I think the booty boots might
I'm
actually
not walking
be
through
more
the snow
comfortable
in
than the dress shoes.
dress shoes.
Points for style, though, Doc.
That's
Come on.
fair.
Those loafers?
You'll
Yeah.
stun the
Baggy.
monster.
I had to be. I mean, let's be honest. I had to
Bag
become
feet.
down
You
to bag
manifested
feet.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna wrap the blanket and I think I have a cloak that somebody gave me too around myself, so that way I'm warm. And hand the sewing kit. Thank you, Vorst.
No problem.
Sap.
Very good.
Thank you very much, Adelstan.
Can't get sap. Wood break. Tree.
Can you break the trees?
Break tree, spill sap.
So we need something to catch the sap. To collect it.
Yes.
Bowl. Or bottle.
Things. Or could crack on snow.
Frozen.
Solidify.
Yes. Hard sap. Like squiggly. I was gonna say like Nickelodeon Gak, but like I don't think he knows Nickelodeon. Unless that is what he
He's
watches.
he's familiar with Gak. It's the other part of that.
Yeah, dude.
He's
Like,
proficient
all
in
giants know
sliming.
Gak.
Scream, DJ, no.
Carry. Easier. Hard.
It's true.
Have. Carry things. Bottle. Bowl.
I have something, and I'm sure I have something, like a flask, or maybe not a flask, but
You have a water skin.
Mm-hmm.
do you have a water skin?
I don't. Mine
What's in
exploded.
your sack?
I have a
'Cause
bottle.
I
The
have.
sack burnt.
I don't have nothing.
I have
like,
I'm holding his sack.
oh.
What's in here?
Can we get that quoted, please? Thank you. I need everybody to know.
I have 2 glass bottles.
Sure. Yeah. So they're able to hold a couple ounces.
I don't know what the what the fuck is the thing called? I don't think I wrote it down. Thing that was in the chapel.
I'm gonna pull out the fell farther suggestion box.
Look, I gave you.
Was it a candelabra? Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah, it was a
it's not
candelabra.
And then I don't think you took any of the like glass stuff from the like Olympus.
We had alcohol bottles.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take any of the glass.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a bottle with the spirits in it, and I do have a flask.
I have a bucket.
I've got sourdough starter.
Bucket.
I also got
I also have this box.
Wet. Wet, not going box.
It'll run out the other side. Okay.
Slippery.
Squiggly.
Squiggly through holes in box.
Squiggly through holes in
Pull this
box.
bucket out.
Hold, please.
Oh god.
He's gonna hold it over where he thinks the bucket is, and just like start to like sway this fucking tree inwards to get like a good crack at the center.
Slowly, slowly.
Gentle.
Is it everywhere?
Yeah, I'll say that like a fair amount of sap just like splashes out, but a good amount of it will give you the ye old percentage die worth of
A bucket.
a bucket filling. Yo, he's good at this, dude. That's 84% bucket.
That's enough
Buckets.
for, enough for transport so it doesn't spill out of the side.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. He killed it.
Yeah, he mostly fills this buckets. You've got a lot of sap. Like an abundance of sap, and there's still 8 trees.
God.
Bucket.
We needed
We're going to need
4
more buckets.
ounces.
I'll tell you that the bucket is holding a lot more than 4 ounces. Holding probably like 100.
Great.
Yeah.
How many trees can you carry at once? Normally.
2 and 2.
So 4.
Perhaps
Yeah,
he could
sick.
come back to the city with us
4.
and not be here alone by himself.
City. Bad.
Will they let him in?
Maybe just to the outskirts of the city. That way we have a shorter trip to bring them in.
Maybe we could find some way to sneak him in.
We could put a hat
How
on him.
tall is he again?
17 feet tall.
You just step over the fucking wall.
Excuse me. I'm just 2 giants in a trench coat.
Where would we
I mean,
him?
damn it. 1 giant. No. I'm not a giant at all.
72 halflings in a
under?
trench coat.
But the statues?
Don't think he's
Hard
ready.
to think.
Why
All
is...
of that is statues. He could probably handle it.
Just gonna shrug.
Why is the
Statue?
city bad?
City bad?
Yes, that is what you said.
Yeah, city bad.
What makes city bad?
Big cold.
No giants. Giants.
I'll be your friend in the city.
Not giant. Still friend.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Thank you. Sure.
That felt kind of innocuous.
We are all your friend, Adelstan.
One friend.
We all equal one giant.
Yes. Tall.
We will be in the city.
Yes.
Kind of the same.
Okay. Not nowhere. City.
We know the way back to the city.
It is kind of far.
Adelstan walk.
We may want to have him wait a bit away from the city so we can tell them that they are not being attacked. I would not want him to be injured.
Don't know that we should let the guards know, if at all possible.
Adelstan can wave.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know that we can get him into the city without alerting someone.
Don't know that we can get him in the city. I can't imagine the city's going to be very open to...
Perhaps
Smush.
Clark or Corin or Arthur.
Yes.
No smush. No smush.
Might know a way.
Yes, I think so.
Problem solved.
Speaking of friends, have you seen our friend?
Man.
Yes.
Horse.
Yes.
White cloak.
Man horse.
Please.
I really wanted him to say no.
Horseman. Centaur. Of course.
They're everywhere.
Hello!
Do they have warm faces?
Oh god, a vampire centaur? I don't like that.
Ooh, I like it a lot.
Dude, the wings.
Yeah.
Vamptar.
Flying horse.
Why are you looking at me?
Huh. You're already halfway there, dude.
Halfway.
Thank you.
Transmogrification.
Nobody's ever slapped near my back half. It's been an illusion the entire campaign.
Are you asking us to slap your back end, Paul? Is that what you just said?
Maybe.
Nazgûl would get horse kicked by invisible horse legs.
That's his mind thrust. Congrats, that's canon.
Horse.
Yes.
Wagon.
Yes.
In forest.
Nearby?
Yes.
Can you see him?
Does he have glasses?
He takes his
He does
glasses
now.
out of
He absolutely,
kind of
out
love
of
that.
his loincloth, just pulls out the obnoxious.
Wait, what do you
little-
mean? Where did he get the loincloth from? I thought it was something else.
Yeah, he definitely
He's not
has.
Pooh Bear in it.
He just got a t-shirt.
Shirt
There's a difference between a loincloth and I thought you said it was a cock cloth.
Yeah, he definitely
barely.
has straight up just cock cloth.
So where did the glasses come
Get the
from?
sock.
He got his pants back.
He's wearing pants now.
Not pants.
How Adelstan
He
got
definitely,
him. We did
like-
wake him up.
Just two tree trunks over the legs.
He definitely manufactured himself a nice, like, thinned out inner, like, soft wood from a tree, like, belt. And took some hides and furs from dead animals
God,
that
it's
he
a lot of
found.
Does this
cows
look?
that he's
Does this look
together.
new?
Didn't we leave some hides with
Yeah,
him?
we left the hide with him, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you left the
He
one
did say
deer
he
with
was
him.
going to go smush some bears.
Yeah, and also you definitely see that there's like, I guess Ether and Yalamlo would be familiar enough with like mountain lion. There's definitely like mountain lion head like right over the junk. So he's got like fancy pants. He's got fancy pants now. So like he reaches into that and pulls out the
Great.
glasses.
I'm great. I'm glad.
He takes like the ear of it and just cleans off the glasses first.
Oh, let me check.
Only because he's so tall. He would have a very good vantage point
And his glasses really help.
Give him cloud stairs.
Over there.
Make him really high up.
Signal.
Wave.
Oh,
Or
yes.
call to him, because you're probably louder.
I'm gonna cover my ears as soon as Nesgrim says that.
His name is Corin.
Man! You guys just hear like the like a sudden rustling in the bushes, maybe like 150-ish feet away.
There's an avalanche.
Right at the like threshold of the forest edge, and just like stepping out. Yeah, you absolutely see the large hulking figure of Corin as he just like pushes aside some of the like underbrush and stuff. Just like puts his hand on the side of a tree.
Hello?
Very good, friends. It's good to see you all again.
A little worse for wear.
Yes, it definitely looks it. Especially Heath here.
Yes, I had a few brushes with death and fire.
Lava, specifically.
Lava.
Tried to warm his legs up.
It worked.
Maybe let's not do lava next time.
Yes, I think not.
Alright. Well. Made a new friend.
Yes.
Don't suppose you can think of any way we might get him into the city? He's been awfully lonely out here.
The giant.
Yes.
He's very large.
Yes?
The city is also large, but perhaps there's a way.
Perhaps somewhere underneath the city.
Just looks at him. He is very large, but glorious.
His name is Adelstan.
Yes, he told me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he gave me a nice warm introduction. Held me aloft, and I had to warn him, please not towards the sun.
Let's get a better look at you. You just move me into the light.
He saw me begin to sizzle and crack and apologized. Just looks up at him and smiles, and you see like Adelstan just not know what vampire. I don't blame you. It is all right. As for under the city, there's a chance. He could definitely be of use. There's a lot of stone down there. You just see like Adelstan just like, stone. Yes, and old buildings of stone. Great. Yes, you'll have a wonderful playground. A time down there. Playground. Yeah. Kind of. Well, I think it's time that you all, I don't know, stop adventuring, at least for a bit.
Yes.
The
think
rest
that
would
is-
be nice.
We have most of what we need. We had a couple of friends gathering. The rest, they're on the way.
All right.
Are they meeting us here?
I don't think we told them to meet us here.
I don't think so.
If I remember, they said that they would find us.
Well, Corin takes a couple steps back towards the tree line, and you see him reach behind the tree. Steady. And you hear just like the reins of a horse begin to slide forward. And you see that he begins to trot a horse out, and the horse is currently affixed and attached with belts and straps back to a large-sized wagon. Covered with like, obviously like a cloth tarp first, and then covered with like bear furs and things like that over it.
They told us to look for dancing lights in the sky to find our way back to the cabin.
I don't think the lake will have moved.
I do not think so.
We were told it wouldn't.
Yes.
Are there moving lakes?
Lakes don't
No,
move.
I hear it's the best part of lakes. Is that they don't move.
True. What a wise man. Or woman. Let's not be gendered.
Corin,
Whoever said
you
it.
you met them, I believe.
Melithil and Melicy.
Oh, yes. Those people. Yes.
Yes, they were gathering the rest of what we needed.
Very kind of them. Well, I don't think we need to wait for the lights then.
Don't suppose there's room in the cart for the, dangerous leaves.
I do not think so.
We have this other carriage.
You have the cart.
Other cart, yeah. Other
We could fashion a sled for Adelstan to carry. Or drag.
We have enough trees for it.
I meant out of the cart.
Yes, we could just take the wheels off.
Sure.
Carry.
Should bring what we can.
Even if we have no use for it, I'm sure someone would.
Yes. We could use Felix's rope that he has to make a harness for him. For the sled. For Adelstan, not for you.
What?
We're going to harness you on the sled.
It'll be a good look, I
You heard the
promise.
man.
The trees, were they ripped
You
out
can't
of the
say no
ground?
to him. He has bad legs.
Yeah, there would definitely be small parts of the roots extending out.
Now, I, Sarah, don't know too much about trees and how to plant them. Can you harvest? Can you like make new tree growth from
A fruit?
roots?
I would think so.
Can I try to harvest some of the roots?
Yeah, I'll tell you that you're successful.
You're also a druid.
You guys are not like in a rush. It would definitely be something that Retora would be more knowledgeable about than either you or I, and that feels totally fine by me to just make the judgment of. Definitely seems like a thing that, especially with her backstory of like, I'm going to stop trees from dying and make new trees.
And being a druid, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I will tell you that you are capable of harvesting. We'll give you 8 sizable roots of Turris tree that feel like, to Retora, they would be sustainable if they were implanted into the ground. Yeah, and Corin just leads the single white horse out. Carriage over to you guys and steadies the horse and stands there waiting for you.
I'm gonna go ahead and fashion the rudimentary sled out of the cart that we had gotten.
Yeah, so you're
with
removing the wheels and whatnot.
remainder of rope that I have left too for securing it on there and
Okay.
whatnot.
Sure. I think you should get in the cart, Ether.
All right.
And maybe not lava next time.
I hope not. Certainly.
Yes. And you'll have to tell me all about the things you saw inside that place. On the way.
Sure.
It's going to be a bit difficult, but with only one horse and, well, Edelstan can walk first through the trees and attempt to stomp out any uneven areas. Traversing through forests with horses not safe.
Are there any places to rest nearby that you think
Here?
would? And the sooner we can get a rest, and I think the better. We're not going to make it all the way back to the city without it.
No. I thought we were visiting your friend.
Yes.
The people who have the other herbs.
We can rest
Yes.
safely at the cabin.
I mean, if you don't need them, you don't need them, but
How far was that?
like 5 hours.
Oh, okay. I thought it was further. I thought we walked several days after that.
No, and I mean, you guys would
No,
also be
we-
on horseback.
Yeah, and we also took a detour on our way
Yes.
here.
That was to
True.
get Rearda, and then it was like you guys were further north than them. So they were like south central-ish area.
True.
So it's like 5-6 hours by horseback. So you guys will be arriving like at midnight. You'll be arriving
Yeah.
like, but as far as long rests out here, it's like the caves at the base of the mountain, which,
Goblins.
yeah. So if that's a thing that people want to do,
No, I think
I've got goblins.
I thought they were further.
No, that's fine.
Like a tall goblin.
Nestle this bucket of sap in by Ether.
Right in between the legs.
Yep, keep this safe, buddy. Fuck it right up against the junk.
My unburned.
It's unburnt junk.
You were immolated, sir.
Oh,
His-
you said the lower part of my legs? They're
His-
fine.
Slightly reddened.
My sunburned sack.
Sun-kissed, sir. Delicious
Little
orange.
smooch.
Sponsored by Sunkist.
Congratulations, you're sterile.
Probably.
That's probably right.
No, it's incubating.
Rest of you in the carriage.
Sounds good to me.
Adelstan, you'll walk ahead. Carry and walk. Carry and walk, Adelstan, yes. I'll direct you.
And there's enough room for all of us plus Rita in the cabin. Or
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, no, it's a pretty sizable wagon.
Alright.
So if you all want to hop into said carriage.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Would this
just-
be a short rest?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
short or long rest?
Short.
I would just want to make sure that we were able to load.
You're close.
5 hours.
It's not 8.
Just want to make
keeps
sure
going.
that we're able to load at least some amount of the leaves in to the cart.
Yeah, the cart that Edelstein is carrying, yeah. You're able to get like 3 or 4 of the branches. Like, he's got to like bend them and curl them so this way they stay in the cart and
Yeah,
they're not
because
like
they're those
flopping
wonky
over.
branches.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to do.
Yeah, if that's all set up, Edelstein's all hooked up with his cart, and he's gonna carry the trees. I think I'm good.
Well, he's carrying. Your guys are affixing the cart to him?
Yeah,
Okay.
like sled dog style.
Sure. How much rope do you have?
I've got my 50.
Okay. Yeah, if you've got a bundle of 50, that's fine.
Yeah.
Fair. And I will say that for him, carrying the 2 logs is not something that he can realistically do through the forest.
Yeah.
Like, they're long enough and he's tall enough that he would be hitting all of the trees and disturbing everything that he could.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't.
We got the leaves.
All right.
We got the big
Yeah.
buckets.
Yeah, you
If,
have a
if we've
big-ass
got what we
bucket of
need, then
sap.
yeah, I'm good with it.
If we can rest for a bit, I can help with that.
I don't think we can because we can't travel after that. If we're already getting there at midnight.
I guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if you want to take a short rest, you're a bear for 2 hours
Well, I was gonna go,
or something else with sizable carrying.
yeah, like
So like 2, 4, if it's 5-ish hours there, that still puts you an hour out for carrying.
Yeah. We don't need it.
Yeah, if you save it, we can make a dash to like back to the city.
Okay. So, anything anybody else wants to do before we hop in the carriage and make our way?
I'm just gonna change my focus.
Sure.
Start the clock.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome.
Anybody else? No?
Nope.
Cool.
Make sure everybody's all loaded up.
I'm
and get
taking
in.
my short rest, but aside from that, nothing.
Yeah, no. Everybody can take a short rest, and I do not know if there's anything you guys would want to talk about for the last time, separately/privately, before you guys arrive at Melithil and Melices. I do not know if there's anything you guys want to discuss. Sans Corin, sans Melithil and Melice. Adelstan is also far enough outside that, like, I don't think you guys would have secrets necessarily, but like I also don't know if you guys just want to refresh your memory about other things that have happened, but if not, we will expedite through the 5 hours.
What were you guys still talking to Dorgrim about after I ran?
Nesgrim wanted to hit him in the face.
Nesgrim told him he should open the door. And he obliged.
There was a whoosh from the demon.
I'm not sure if it was real, but
Yes.
Just Nesgrim should.
Through the
What?
through Dorgrim's
Nothing.
mouth, it opened like a cave opening.
So, just gonna like I guess look outside and is there a demon at the?
Yeah. You look behind you, no changes. You know, obviously you just see the tracks embedded into the snow from the, wheels indented into from the carriage. You'd see separated from that, like, the enormous outlying footprints from Adelstan. Like, that's about
Okay.
it. Nothing strange. You
The-
guys are just rumbling along through the snow.
Dorgrim didn't say anything strange.
He said to next time leave him the shadow elf. We are not sure yet what that means.
I feel like that could be either of us.
I imagine it is me.
I would think so.
Flip a coin.
Well, I did have a vision when I was immolating in the cart. As I was passed out and fell in and out of consciousness, I had a vision that seemed like it could have been a memory, but is not one that I recall. I was out in the snow as I normally am with Malo, and I could not see anything past the light of my fire in the night, and I heard a voice, and it introduced itself to me. Did she give me a name? Okay, I didn't think so. And she told me that what I am doing is not something that many people can do, and not many people are willing to do. And that what we are doing is good and helpful to the world. I am not sure if we, by some prophecy or otherwise, are the last chance of peace, but whatever godly influence there might have been once is no longer there. And I think we are it.
We? And I'll gesture to all of us, or we, and gesture to the Revias in the cart.
I think all of us play some role here.
No pressure.
In whatever this is, this threat that is out here. She thanked me for the work that I do, and I offered her some soup that I was making, apparently.
What kind of soup?
I do not remember.
This could be really important.
Bone broth.
Probably.
French
Yes.
onion.
Yeah, food's definitely important, dude. Stew. Soup. Meat.
Chowder.
I think it was meat.
No salt, right?
No.
Terrible.
Yes. 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 Thank you again for carrying me out, Ruda. I certainly would have died if not for you.
Yeah. How would I let you die?
You wouldn't?
Yeah. You're the meat guy.
Yes.
Meat theer.
Meat theory.
Meat theer. Yeah. See, Nesgrim gets it.
Yes.
Smart guy.
Yes. Very, yes.
He's really got a good head thing.
I'm just gonna hit him with a smile.
He knows.
You mean my wound?
Yeah, he's got a traumatic.
That explains a lot.
Which one?
Wait, me or no?
Damn.
That's grim.
But
I've had brain injuries. It happens.
but yes, given the shadow and the raven, I imagine that was a reference to me.
You being a shadow elf?
Yes. I do not know what that means, but yes.
There's got to be a reason he wants you.
I mean,
It's probably not an insignificant one.
I assume not.
Maybe it's a good thing.
I do not think so. As this figure told me, there are not many people that do
What's
what
that?
I do.
Shadow elf.
For
History.
history check?
Sure.
Oh.
9.
9. I would tell you that Shadow Elf specifically seems like obviously it is an indication of a subsect of people, not something that you are familiar with
Okay.
in terms of shadow being remotely one that has been described or written about.
So it's not like in any way connected to like a dark elf or anything like that.
Correct. Not connected to that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay.
What?
The brain injury.
You looked confused for a moment, Nesgrim.
DJ was thinking.
Okay.
Nesgrim was focused on the
Like,
conversation.
think.
Steam starts coming out of his ears.
Brain blast.
I do not know what that means for me, but she seemed happy that someone was out there helping where she could not.
Helping with what exactly?
Ferrying souls, taking them home, giving people a new chance at the afterlife, I suppose.
Maybe a distant relative?
I don't think so. This felt more powerful than that.
Like a divine.
In a way. Divine without the nature of a god. They are not there anymore.
Did she know where you were ferrying them to?
Yes. Well. Did she give me specifics on anything?
As to a location
Yeah,
where the thing is? No.
I didn't think so.
Oh.
Okay.
She did say a thing. Palace of Memories, Don.
She stole my palace idea.
Sun Palace, no.
TM, you know?
What are you doing in my palace?
Bath barn.
It only ends one way.
She's wet, Barn. It's the only way.
She referred to it as a palace of memories.
What?
Yes.
What as a palace?
The place that I escort souls. A collection of sorts, I suppose, of consciousness. A record of all things that I suppose these individual people have ever known and ever will know.
Palace full of ghosts?
Yes, Nesgrim. In not so many words, I suppose, yes, a palace of ghosts. If you consider a soul a ghost.
Sure. I'm not a philosophizer.
Just doing my job.
A philosophizer?
It's not a languager either.
Or did you think I was too stupid to know what a googly was?
Memories like those that you see when you perform your rituals.
Possibly. Perhaps a great deal more beyond the veil that I can see.
There were memories in the waters that Forst's people were using for the hot stuff that Riordan participated in.
Yeah.
These waters, was it a lake or a river?
I believe it was from...
Said they traded for it in the city.
Yeah. Do I still have some? Because I had that little
You
one
had a
from the
small
orc.
vial. I don't think you used it for anything.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll pull that out. And...
Give me that. Take a shot to the nose.
Yeah. Can I...
How's this water?
Yeah. No. Can I use my channel divinity to attempt to discern what this might be in any regard? And try to sense some divine nature of it?
you mean making like a religion check?
Sure.
I feel like the idea is more along the recognition for why, based upon your people who cared about the water, in what way religious waters could be used.
Okay, sure.
I
Yeah.
will let you make a religion check. I will give you advantage on said religion check because you're a water boy, and this is water.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me?
That's not very good.
There's only one water boy in this party.
Oh, that's a cheat.
Well, that could have been better. 11.
11?
My mama said.
Yeah, I mean, I would indicate to you that you would know that water, in a religious or cultural fashion, is used to represent either change or a crossing for a boundary of sorts. As a theoretically spiritual representation of a crossing.
Okay.
You see a river.
Yeah.
Things cross over the river.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah,
see where the
yeah.
connection I'm going?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Among other
Yeah, I
things.
would. Yeah.
I looked at it, that's why.
Yeah, Melville he told us it was myth water.
Correct.
Okay.
And you were also told that by the, for the shamans, that they traded for that through Oshuamp.
Nice.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, they were. I got that teardrop and black root from it.
Hmm?
Two
Yeah.
catalysts and a short-term paralytic.
Yeah,
What
for
session?
their hot stuff.
From the orc.
No, what session? Like the
Mid
episode.
30s, late 30s, realistically, for when that information would have been. Are you asking when he got the vial of
Yeah,
water?
so I can, because I know I looked at it. think.
I don't remember exactly what session
Did
the
you write it
combat
down?
was
I
with
didn't
the
write the
orcs.
session name.
Okay.
It was the orc fight.
That's alright.
Mid 30s.
Yeah.
Because you
That's
guys
what
went
I'm
into Felfarthen towards the early 40s, and it was right before that.
So it was after the hag.
Yes. So late 30s.
After the hag,
It
before
was after the hag,
Felfarthen.
right before we got to Rearda.
Rearda.
We talked about myth water in an interred hunger, which should be 36, I think.
There you go.
Assuming I've done this correctly, because I wrote 35 as bloodied maimed, which would have been the one before
Okay.
that, I think.
No, I didn't write down ton about it. Okay.
Yeah,
Five more.
I just have that it's from the myth wood. It's very pure, great for magic ritual catalysts.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
More than fog.
Drink it, do it.
Make fog out of it.
Sniff Town?
Holy
Yeah.
fog.
I don't know if you would tell your friends about what you believe about the water.
Yeah, I absolutely would.
It's like a bunch of hocus pocus.
To my people and to a lot of religious aspects, water represents a crossing, a barrier between two things. I think that is why I see a river when I escort souls across. It represents a crossing. I imagine that is what that water meant to your people as well, or a similar concept.
Hello, water boy. It's fine.
Now, when you say crossing, how do you mean?
Changing of states from life to death. When I escort the souls, before I do that, they are not alive nor are they dead. They sit in a place in between places. And when I escort them, they pass on to whatever lies beyond that, I suppose, this palace of memories.
And they cross. In what way?
Through the river. To the other side. Or in it, to where it leads.
So not necessarily sides.
Not necessarily.
Could it be sides?
I suppose every river has a beginning and an end.
I think Nesgrim is getting at what I was getting at.
Underwater and above water.
Into the water.
Perhaps, yes.
That would explain some things that I've seen. Such as the hands and faces pressing up from underneath of me, grabbing at my feet.
That would explain how Vorse people were trading for water that contained memories.
Yes. Once the spirit enters the water, it is past this barrier between life and death. I think that makes sense. But yes, I think I am that shadow elf based on that. What that means, I am not sure, but
I think it means you're an elf of the shadow.
very astute observation, Nesgrim, as always.
Thank you.
There were lots of shadows in the Dwarven ruins.
Yes, that is true.
And there were like things that came out of the shadows. Like, rah! Maybe you're that kind of elf.
Keith, your pan.
I strangle him to death.
Drown no strength left in me, but damn it, I'll
It'd be
take
pretty
it.
easy right now. It's close.
Drown him in a bucket of sap.
You haven't had a long rest, champ.
Sweet hit dice.
Mm.
I had 2 left.
Yeah, but if you get down, you're still
I
dead.
don't know.
Yes, there were quite a lot of shadow beings.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where they come from.
I think those might have been the imprints left by those that were killed by Dorgrim.
Imprints? Like footprints in the snow?
Kind of.
Yeah.
A trace left by their consumption.
Like an echo.
Yes, exactly.
Consumption.
Yes.
Wait, he ate them?
Dorgrim did in a way, yes, he absorbed their being into himself. And all that was left was sulfur.
How do you, like, absorb people? I'm a people.
Damn it!
I'm a good boy.
I am not clear on the details, but he...
They cook them?
No,
What?
you looked really excited.
I really thought you were, like, bobbing up. We're gonna cook
people?
Yay! Cannibalism! Thanks, John!
You, like, clicked your tongue and looked right at John. I thought you were going to say something.
No.
Okay.
Like magic eating?
Yes, kind of.
Maybe he ate their magic.
I suppose so, yes. That seems
Do you think
like
magic tastes good? Like steak?
No.
No? Oh, guess I'll never want to eat magics.
I think the best
It's worth
magic we had tasted like bread.
Bread? You really like bread?
That was very good magic.
Oh. So, like, if I eat good magic, it tastes like bread.
If it's supposed to.
Bread magic.
Yes, bread magic.
Magic bread?
Didn't Adelstan have a story about eating magic?
Yes.
Yes.
We probably shouldn't encourage Rita. Should stick to meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna eat magic.
And vegetables.
You just said you'd try it.
I mean,
No.
okay.
Anything once.
I mean, hypothetically.
Just
I'm just gonna point at
If
you.
we're speaking hypotheticals.
Brother by brother.
Oh, how did he do it again?
Would any of you care to tell me what that thing looked like? I didn't see it.
You're too busy running.
It
Big
was
thing?
very large.
Yeah.
Wings.
Wings.
Horns.
Had a whip made of fire.
Yeah.
He was blue.
It was a hell of a lot faster than we were.
Now he was blue.
Had skis for feet.
Oh, it's getting worse somehow.
Big.
Lobster claws.
Guitar.
Wembley.
Muscular. Big arms. Claws.
Color?
Red.
Whip?
Ah.
Yes,
Fire whip.
made of fire.
That would have been useful.
He also
We can go back and ask for it.
he had skulls on a chain across his chest.
We will.
Yes, Nesgrim is right. He had
Maybe that.
skulls on a chain across his chest.
Said weird thing.
What?
When the dwarven guy said get him. It talked to him.
What did it say?
It said something about eating shadow elf.
Great.
Like, I don't know. It said it would give the rest to dwarf man, but it wanted the shadow elf. I don't know why. Something about work.
That's very odd.
I think it was work.
Maybe he wanted to give you a job.
Perhaps, yes.
Benefits.
It's a shame for him you already have one.
They're a hot commodity these days.
I did tell Dorgrim I was very busy. Yeah.
Certainly not
suppose
doing
that-
2 jobs on those legs.
No. At these prices? No.
Absolutely not.
Economy.
Start moonlighting for a demon.
It's far too cold to do 2
I
jobs.
have a backup
Sold a
job
hag,
with
worked for Dean.
yeah.
Woefully.
I have a backup job with a hag. I do not need more work.
It's true, you're already contracted for another job when this one's done.
Yes.
Soul work.
Yes.
Souls. Said souls. It wants souls.
And it said shadow elf soul will work.
Yes.
They are trying to fight over me, I suppose.
Very popular. I wonder what poultice they would make out of you.
I do not think they would make a poultice out of me. I think I am more valuable.
I was once told that I would make a very delectable poultice.
Like a drink?
Like a salve.
So you're gonna say a salad.
Or
A salad, because
Oh,
who the fuck
otherwise
eats a
that
salad?
a
The
lotion.
salve is his
A
dressing.
lotion?
Or a moisturizer. Some AA cream.
Yeah, they're gonna make you into lotion and beat off.
I'm fun.
That's what it says on the bottom.
Hi,
I'm fun.
My name's DJ and I play Loop Grim.
Oh no! Wow. Wow. Can I keep up with this if I just step outside? I'm gonna get a little bit of
I'm gonna-
fresh air.
I'm gonna turn into a stoat.
Mm.
That's all. I'm stoat now.
Meat! He doesn't. He you definitely see him side eye.
That is Ritora.
Who?
Ritora. Your friend Ritora.
The object permanence
No.
is nothing.
Ritora has
It's a puppy.
magic that she can turn into creatures temporarily.
Oh.
Yes, it is not edible. It is magic meat.
Oh, you did say I can't eat magic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I can't eat magic or magic meat.
But you can eat regular meat as much as you'd like.
Okay.
It's your
You
heart's
eat
content.
meat magic?
Mm. You gotta learn that, Ether.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull my little rubber ducky out of my pocket that's Ratora's and give it to the stoat to play with.
I like it. It's like a long rat.
You grab it and do like little rabbit kicks. Just
Or like skinny rabbit.
Yes.
Tiny ears.
Point.
fangs. Like Rearda.
Wouldn't it still... Why does she only do that as a stoat?
What do you mean?
I'm just gonna, like, gesture as she's beating the shit out of this dog.
Just letting it out, I guess.
Pick up the duck and bring it over to Felix.
You should try.
Squeeze it. I'm gonna levitate it, Mystic Hand, and start to crush.
Yeah.
Is it breaking? Is he breaking it?
It's not breaking. It's just really indented.
Then you let go.
Brazilian dwarven plastics.
Yes, so as I have it crushed here floating in front of me, I don't have detect magic, but can I Arcana check it to see if there's anything on it as to why it would be making this sound
Absolutely.
that it did not make prior?
Yeah.
Why are you calling me a fish?
Sometimes you hear what you want to hear.
Why?
It's a feature, not a bug. It's fine.
8.
An 8? Yeah, I mean, I will tell you that it would to you seem like a construction in some kind of manner from Tinker's Tools that feels as though it is a combination of an alchemical process to construct a material, and that material is inlaid with magic done through a tinker.
By Mr. Fizzlewick.
It says fizzle made.
Float it down to you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should get rid of those.
I'm gonna keep playing with it.
You all heard it, right?
They could be a valuable collection.
You heard it.
Is it
I
very clearly the word fishy?
It's very clearly the word fishy.
Christian,
It sounded like that, yeah.
Christian might be able to make use of it.
Perhaps we should not take them with us.
Could put it on the end of his hammer.
You could learn something valuable from it for sure.
We have a few of them, right? We
Yes.
Shouldn't fuck fish.
Felix, it's just a fish call.
What?
You squeeze it and it calls fish.
You fuck fish and weird things happen.
They probably use it like a lake.
Yeah.
They float.
And then they squeeze it and it goes
Fish.
fish, and the other fish go.
Giant fish comes out.
From the deep.
Nope.
Death by ducky.
The duck makes contact with water and grows.
Oh God, please no.
It's a boat, dog.
Fishy.
Give you a
But
rubber duck
no,
boat.
no. Is there any way to stop it? Even for my sun palace.
We might be able to have Christian remove whatever enchantment is on it, and you could use it in your palace.
What palace?
Pulls out a
I've
speaker.
mentioned no palace to you.
Oh,
Mind reader. Damn it. He's on to me.
you could use it for fun,
Yes. Yes.
entertainment.
Uh-huh. And I'll just wink at you. Lean in. And then say into your mind, I'll give you a cut.
Okay.
Ether,
Yes.
why would things eat magic? You told me it's bad.
To gain their powers, to live longer,
Gotcha.
probably.
Okay. Kind of like when we eat strength of the animal.
Yes.
Yeah. I get that.
I assume if you consume the magic of another being, you gain whatever skills they might have had, and I assume whatever energy there is left in their soul.
Do you, like, eat their soul?
I think so.
Whoa.
I think at least part of their soul, and maybe that is why the shadow.
That's not good. We always honored the things we killed and let them pass and just ate what left.
Yes. I do not think that Dorgrim has done that, and that is why whatever is left of those people is trapped there.
But we saw bones.
Yes, we did.
Soul's not in the bones.
No, I do not think so. There are traces of it in the bones, but
We could find out.
You're carrying the bones.
I have a bone, yes.
We still have one of the skulls.
I do have a single skull.
Pass you this dwarf skull.
Oh, thank you. Now I have 2.
Are you encumbered now?
No. I burned so much of my equipment now.
I'll never be encumbered in this state.
How would you be encumbered in a cart?
Because he doesn't have legs. No
True.
support.
Well, he has legs. They're just, they look like Cheetos.
They're practical.
Cheeto beat, dude.
I see just Cheeto peg legs now.
Yar, matey.
Sounds like
you
sounds like
wrap denim
Mr.
in
Krabs
them.
when you walk.
Yeah. Yes, I think that is why.
And you don't do that?
No?
That's good.
Yes, I would never do that to someone.
Eat magic meat?
No.
Or like souls?
Yes. Souls deserve to be honored.
Yeah. Shamans always said stuff like that. Don't eat magic meat.
Never eat magic
Never
meat.
eat magic meat. Now I get
A
it.
stranger approaches you in the forest and gives you magic meat.
6 pounds of magic meat for 1 gold.
Magic meat?
Mhm.
These prices?
Wild Bill's magic meat.
Is he driving a skin guard around? Like,
Oh.
Oh, Slim Jim.
Slim Jim.
just doing my job. Is there any windows, or is the back open to the carriage
I mean,
that we're
it
in?
would have been closed. You can open it. It's definitely just like a flap that can be rolled up.
Yeah, if I'm sitting in the back, I'll kind of scooch to the side and kind of look out. Is it clear night, or is it cloudy?
Difficult to tell through the tree coverage. I mean, I would tell you that, like, after a couple of moments of looking, it would be pretty clear. Very slightly overcast, but for the most part, pretty clear.
I'll just sit and look at the moon for a little bit.
Yeah. If there's nothing else anybody wants to talk about privately and separately, we can conclude the journey back to Melithel and Melisy. But I don't know whether or not there's anything else anybody wanted to go over before that. Cool.
I don't think so.
Cool.
I think I'm good anyway.
Yeah. 5 hours in total would pass. Corin would, eventually start to slow the cart and the horse down. And as you feel the cart slowly come to a halt, you hear his heavy boots just like kind of thud into the snow and crunch down a little bit. You see, like, through the opening of the front, the familiar, quaint little cabin of Melithel and Melisy in the distance. You see Adelstan stop and just like kind of let the cart like off of his legs where it was tied to him, just kind of unharnesses himself and like steps out of it. Small house. Oh.
Yes.
No smush.
No, not smush nice people. Druids.
Yes.
Good.
More friends.
Adelstan need friends, yes. Any friends.
Yes.
Good.
Oh no! Hate that.
We are the mountain. Yeah.
Listen, if he had like a portable stone suit, that more power to you. If we walk into that, that's fine.
Portable stone suit, you said?
Yeah.
It's like power armor.
Yeah.
Well, he's got really fancy pants all of a sudden, like he made a deal.
Fetch me those
Son made these
souls.
himself.
Obviously.
Warlock patron of the pants.
Patron of the traveling pants.
Very good.
Patron of the traveling pants.
Fetch me those souls. In exchange, I'll give you pants. Some good deal.
Adelstan definitely need pants. Only have cop cloth.
Leg real cold. Pocket's nice.
Junk one.
Didn't even spring
The
for the
preferred
shirt.
monsters, Leviathans.
Get out.
Yeah, I would just tell you, it's like everybody is stopped. You just hear, "Oh God, baby! What the fuck is that?
It is okay. It is friends.
Oh shit! The pervert! This is the worst midnight ride ever! There's a goddamn giant. Oh, he's burnt now. He's crispy.
Oh, no. How are you?
Oh yeah, the old guy. I remember you.
That's kind of funny coming from you.
I'm young.
You're older than me.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I know how old I am.
Baby, how old am I?
Maybe it's like a percentage of life sort of thing.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I'm
You've been
old.
alive longer. More years.
What's a year?
More time.
Huh?
More moons.
I like the moon.
It's like talking to like a 4-year-old.
Moon's real nice tonight.
Sure is.
Why are y'all here?
You were gathering things for us.
I was. Uh-oh.
Maybe your wife.
Baby, were we gathering things? Oh, God, I don't know where she is.
I'm gonna look for a mouse.
Yeah, I'll tell you that literally, like, on his fucking, like, shoulder as he looks to the right, you see a little mouse that was, like, at his neckline. Just scurry around to the other side, and then just, like, tap him with little feet against the neck. Oh, baby, okay. Yeah, she said we got plants.
I'm just gonna point at everybody, and he is here, and he is here, and she is here,
I think I'm
and he
still a
and he.
stoat.
Okay.
I would turn back into a stoat.
Okay, sure.
I want
And
to lighten the load.
and
of
he
the...
is here, so that way he sees that everyone's here, since he seems to not notice.
Oh, God! There's so many. How y'all doing?
We've been better.
Yes.
Yeah. That's good.
Barely.
In desperate need of a rest.
Barely? You're not a bear.
You're right.
That's a stoat.
Yes.
Hi.
Totally Totally.
How y'all doing? A little stoat nod.
Yeah.
I like that.
That is Ritora.
A what? No, stoat.
Who?
Our
I'm gonna
friend.
hold up the duck.
What?
And squeeze it.
I love that. Can I have it? I've never had anything like that before in my life. This is great. Where'd y'all get it?
Felfather.
The dwarf place?
That's the one.
Why they got ducks?
It's a good damn question.
Dwarves and ducks have a very long history.
Weird stuff happened in that bathhouse.
Bathhouse?
Bath stuff.
Like a house full of water? Like a lake?
I'm gonna mystic hand the mouse off of his shoulder, and into her mind I'll say, "Melisy, please."
And she just like slides off the mystic hand and absolutely concludes her wild shape as well. And you see her standing here. I'm sorry, it's just I don't get many opportunities for this kind of stuff anymore. It's good to see all of you, and it's good to see all of you. Oh, well,
Alive.
alive, yes. Not
Most
well.
of him.
Yes. I'm sorry.
It is okay. I was able to save my friends. That is what matters to me.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
If you would all like to come in, Melithel and I could prepare some kind of meal. We could have a nice, relaxing evening. It's late, but not late for people like he and I.
Thank you. That would be lovely.
One more thing before we adjourn for food.
Yes. Food! Bah! What? Bah! He just jumps out of the carrot. Dozed off. That's a very strange-looking young man. Yeah. All right.
His name is Rirda.
Yeah, I'm Rita.
Sorry, Rirda, I was talking to Melissa.
Yeah. A what?
His name is Rirda.
All right. Thank you. He's obviously welcome in our home, as is Corin once more.
I'm just gonna turn to Edelstein.
I don't think he can fit. But we can definitely make some accommodations for him. Something that I think he will enjoy.
Thank you.
You can't shrink him.
We cannot shrink him, but we can make something that he can enjoy himself in.
Yep, and have like a big well.
Like a lake.
Got this rock pile out back.
That's what I was thinking, was a well filled with rocks.
Nice!
Time for rock castle.
It's like sleeping at the Ritz. Is this granite?
Yeah. She just like turns around and looks over her shoulder ever so slightly at Melothel. Would you like to do it for him? Do what? That's a big man. Good God, what made that? That's a giant. We literally... Never mind. Giant. What am I doing? You're making him somewhere to stay for the evening. I can do that? Yes. Okay. How? Oh my God, fine, I'll do it. No, it's fine, I can do it. Bam! And he just like extends his hands out over towards the trees, says bam, and literally nothing happens. And he just smiles at the trees. Those are bad trees, it won't work on them. I'm sorry, y'all, that's embarrassing. Where are the good trees at? And she's just like, you don't need trees for them. But I like it when we do it with the trees. Fine, that one. And she points to just like literally the same fucking tree, just on the other side of the house. That is a good one. Yeah, okay. And he goes over and he rests his hands on the side of it. Is the word not bam? It isn't? She just shakes her head again. Oh. Bam, bam! And she just nods, and you watch as this tree just kind of extends. You watch as it grows in dimension, like diameter, and widens. And as it ascends as well, you see that it begins to open up in the center, like a dark doorway. It's like a house now, like a tree house.
Thank you. That is amazing.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, though. In there.
In what sense?
You shouldn't go in. It's fine. You can go in, though, Mr. Giant. He'll fit. Yeah, he'll fit. Doesn't look like he's gonna fit. But you watch as Edelstein just, like, goes over. Maybe try a toe first. Okay. And you watch as he just begins to put his foot in. And then you see him just, like... flatten out and just get sucked into the tree, like instantaneously. Damn! Baby, I didn't know I could do that!
Where did you send him?
In the tree.
Can you make him come out of a different tree?
No, he's in that tree.
I'm gonna peek into the tree.
As you look, it is flat dark and it feels like it is absolutely an interdimensional transportation. So it looks dark. So even with dark vision, it looks black. If you were to light it, it would look like it is just dark.
If only we could move that into the city.
Yeah.
It would be much easier to hide.
Yes.
You're certain you can't make him come out somewhere else?
No, he's just in that tree. That tree's there.
How long will he stay in that tree?
Till he comes out.
Till he comes out or until you pull him out?
I mean, either. I could do it.
He can choose when to leave?
Yeah.
How big is the tree now?
Yeah, I mean, I would say the tree was previously maybe about, like, 2 feet in diameter. It's now definitely like 6 to 7 feet in diameter. It was once like, you know, a 50, 60-ish foot high tree. It now looks like it's higher, about like 90 feet.
And no one would look at you bringing wood back with any suspicion?
I don't think we can move that old
Yes,
tree.
I do not
That's
think.
a whole tree.
Oh, usually we would have Adelstan carry the...
Yeah, but he's in the tree.
He's in the
He
Yeah.
could. I don't think he can wear it and carry it.
Yes.
Can you do that with a tree that's been knocked down already?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never tried.
Perhaps the cart itself. Cart's
think-
made of wood.
I think people will be scared if they see a walking tree.
Well, we would...
Y'all can carry that?
No.
Probably not.
Maybe all of us together?
I don't know if he can
No.
just get his feet out and walk. I'm not a giant. I'm a tree. Oh god, the trees are dead!
It's your
I
great
think that would draw
tree
more attention than
noises.
if
It's your friendly
giant
neighborhood
trees.
dryad just popping by to say hello.
Nesgrim, I cannot carry anything. And I do not think even together we could move this 90-foot tall tree.
We will have to leave it to Goran to figure out a way to
Yes.
help us get him in.
Yes.
I can try.
Thank you. How is Maribel, by the way?
Better. Enjoying a nice meal. Left her in the care of the ladies at the tavern.
Very good.
They said that, not that she would be put to work, but she is old enough to at least help in many ways.
Of course.
And learning things from them.
Good.
Many wise people in the tavern.
Yes.
You see Rhea just kind of looking around. Where's the food? Where's the food? Before she said dinner.
Let's go on inside.
And you just see Melissa just like put a hand around Rhea's like shoulders around his neck. You're definitely the hungriest boy I've ever met in my life. Yeah. Yes. She just leads him over towards the door of the cavern. Or the cabin.
Cavern.
Cavern!
We gotta go.
Many tricks and
Corin, start the horse.
Shit, the battery's dead.
Get in, gang.
Mystery
Knock that
machine.
tree down!
We
Yeah.
actually never left Valhalla.
Many tricks.
Warm, familiar faces.
Listen, I said it before we started. Okay? I'm just saying.
Pan out and see your eyes glazed over.
Yeah, this is a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah. I'll say that you guys step inside the cavern. The horse is standing outside, calmly just chilling. I would say that Melithel would go over and pet it a couple of times and conjure up a bunch of like carrots and cabbages and stuff and just, here you go! You're a horse! You're not a man, right? Or a lady? You just see the horse just... All right. I'll talk to you later. Baby! The horse says, hey! He runs inside after you all. It's a very quaint, simple cottage here. They don't really have like a big table. They just have effectively like 3 small little stools. They have a bunch of shelves with, you can see various herbs, and genuinely it kind of looks like this. I think that this is the fairest description of what it has outside of obviously the lower projections of the stone on the bottom halves. It would be entirely a wooden cottage. But you can see that inside there's a small little fire pit with a big pot over it, and you see Melissa go over to it and run her hand around the lid of the pot. And you see as she does it, water erupts out of her hand and begins to fill the pot. Anything in particular you all would like?
I'm a big fan of shepherd's pie.
Sure.
You don't have to make it, but I like it.
Good. Anyone else have any requests?
Meat. Any meat.
Stews?
I do like stew and soup, yes.
Very good.
Whatever you prepare will be good by me.
And shepherd's pie.
Or I'll just have soup, that's fine too.
Melissy's also a very good cook. Or Melithel's also a very good cook.
If he can make me a shepherd's pie, I'll eat it.
Yes, he'll make you the best shepherd's pie you've ever had in your life.
There's a shepherd in there!
Oh no!
Yeah, he got lost in the door just like open once more. Hey! the horse. It said that. It said hey.
Did it?
No, it said nay.
So, nay, did...
He gets it. He's a jokester. I like him.
Yes.
Even though he's really old.
Do they have any, like, comfy chairs or, like, maybe, like, a fur rug or anything on the floor anywhere?
Yeah, I would say that they definitely have a large fur rug, what would look like a white bear fur, like a polar bear fur. Looks like shaggy and comfortable.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a seat and doff my armor.
Reardon just 100% curls up into a ball. Just, wake me up when the food's done. Just see his arms and legs start kicking sporadic.
Is Reardon just Reuben?
How did he fall asleep so fast?
Yeah, well, you get to be
No
good
food.
at that living in
When we're not out adventuring, that's all he does is sleep.
Drop my wild sheep.
Ah! Oh, hey!
Hello.
Stout lady.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Bit better. It's been rough.
Yeah? I'm sorry. What you mean rough?
I'll just gesture it.
Oh yeah, bird legs.
They're practically stumps.
Yeah, they overcooked you.
Gesture it at Scrim, who's...
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard y'all wanted shepherd's pie.
I do.
He's kind of like a shepherd.
In a way, yes.
I just gotta get pie.
Or make him into a pie.
How do I make him into a pie?
That's Scrim.
That's grim.
That wouldn't be very good.
Please
As he
try.
said, he's overcooked.
I can just cover you in dough.
And I shouldn't eat magic meat, you're right.
That's grim. I saved your life in the lava.
You did, and I appreciate it.
I am not a pie, nor will I ever be a pie for you.
You're my pie. Make him a pie.
Well, you're my sugar pie.
No.
Plum.
No.
You like plums?
Sugar pie, honey. Is it bun?
Honey bunch.
Honey bunch.
No, yeah, that's what I said.
I said plum.
Honey plum.
Why would I say plum pie?
It's like a bee.
Honey plum.
It's very
Kind of like a bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
I would like some shepherd's pie, yes.
Yeah, I can do that. Hold on, I just gotta go to the stove that doesn't exist. He just walks over to the corner of the room. Baby, am I just making all shepherd's pie? Sure, give him as much shepherd's pie as he wants. Yeah, okay, I can do that. And you watch as he just like kneels down in a corner of the room and just like pushes together a couple of small like logs and pieces of like timber that they have cut up here. And reaches like against one of the logs of the cabin, and you can see that he places his fingers around the edges of a log and just like pulls the log, and you see it's like a drawer in the wall. That's fine, as long as they don't ask. Oh yeah, stove. That ain't the stove drawer. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a while since I've had to do the stove drawer trick. It's this one. And he reaches over to the side, grabs around a piece of wood, and you can definitely see he's just using a spell. He's just enjoying the, like, trickery. Bam! Stove! And you just see, like, a small little, like, wrought iron dark stove appear. You want one pie?
How many can you make?
One pie.
I'll take one pie.
One really big pie.
Is it square or round?
Which would you rather?
Square.
I'm gonna make a round one then.
Then I would like round.
Alright, you got a round pie. Wait, what's in the pie?
Well, it would be beef, some cow,
All right, a whole cow in a pie.
It's a cow pie. Oh no! Is this not what you asked for?
Some corn.
Corn?
Some corn, yes.
All right.
And some mashed potatoes.
Mashed?
You take potatoes
And you...
and you mash them.
All right, I can do that.
Pillowy mounds.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. I'm gonna make me a pie.
And some pillowy mounts.
Yeah. All right. Let me just turn this stove on. And he doesn't actually touch the stove. You just see, like, from the small bundle of wood adjacent to him, he just puts a log in. Bam! And you see that he definitely can just, like, create bonfire and it lights up. That's nice. It's warm in here.
It is.
Oh, yeah, the pie. Bam! And he absolutely just casts conjure, like, create food and water, and just makes a 40-pound shepherd's pie. Just, like, absolutely 4 feet by 4 feet. Well, 4 foot diameter.
I was gonna say, is it round?
It's round. It's 100% a 4 foot, so... Or I'll say, like, a meta appropriation is like a 5 foot circumference, because 4 foot diameter is fucking, like, enormous.
How long will the leftovers last?
Just a day, and that goes bad. It's kind of like a bath.
You better start eating.
That's what I was thinking.
Come on, hurry up.
Yeah,
Start
100%. You also, as like, it fills the entire room with a delicious odor of, freshly baked crust and, lovely new savory mashed potatoes and the sweetness of corn. You see Reardon just, and he just on all fours scrambles, like kicks the rug out slightly underneath it. Oh God, pie! And he just like face first just takes like a corner. Well, it's a circle, so a like ridge.
The corner of the circle.
And just face first. Just,
You're losing.
you're not gonna eat the pie? Yeah.
Send in, bro.
I'm eating the shepherd's pie. I'm destroying the shepherd's pie.
Yeah. You two, well, the rest of you watch as Rearda and Nesgrim, best friends, just totally Lady in the Tramp meatball spaghetti style, just like begin housing this shepherd's pie.
Melithil, you better hurry up before there's none left.
Oh yeah, that's right. And he just kneels down next to you, puts a hand on. Ready?
4.
We're gonna race to eat the pie.
Oh, go.
He also, it's real hot. Oh my God! I'm just kidding. I could be just right.
It's room temperature.
It's a lovely temperature.
But I was expecting it to be cold. When you bring something room temperature to your lips and you think it's cold, it feels like it's on fire.
Like lava.
Lovely room temperature. You just watch Melisy just peacefully just also conjuring food inside of the pot. See a bunch of vegetables and a bunch of like cubed portions of meat. She begins stirring it and she goes over occasionally, grabs some jars of herbs and spices and seasonings off of the shelves and begins adding to it. Smells like a very savory, delicious like chicken and vegetable stew.
Some nice chicken noodle soup.
Well, if you're all hungry, she just gestures around. They're, sporadically like bowls and cups and other things like that. If you all would like to grab some and sit, enjoy the meal.
Yes. Begin to set the table.
There's sadly not a table.
Oh.
It's literally, they just have like in the center of their room, because they just live alone. Well, it's
Right.
just the two of them. So it's like, they don't really have to have the opportunity of like having guests over. So for them, it's literally, they just sit in here and do whatever. But yeah, it's mostly like there's the 3 stools and there's the like comfy blankets on the ground for people to wrap themselves up in, or, just curl up on the large bear fur rug.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit on the one rug and just like lean against the walls.
The walls?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody
get some soup.
receives a serving of food, and Corin as well comes over and takes a small like cup of it, mostly to be polite, but can still eat. Thank you. Oh, yes, no problem, sir. It was lovely to meet you the other day. Yes, unexpectedly, but these are good people and they're worth helping. Everybody sits down and begins having their meal, and Melisy takes a small little cup as well and sits near the, like, if you guys are eating the pie in the area where I'm kind of seated, like along the back wall of the room, she just has a seat like over in the corner on the side that Melithel would be. We were able to acquire a lot of the herbs for you. I do not know if there's anything else that you all need, but I would love to hear of your journey, even if it is a painful one.
It has been a long one, for sure. But we are alive, and we have what we need now that you have the herbs as well. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. You see she just reaches down to a bag on her side and has for you guys 8 ounces of Spellbane, 7 ounces of Blackroot, and 8 ounces of Blood Purge.
8 ounces.
Just make it 8. It's fine.
Okay.
The 1 ounce isn't going to be a difference. You guys had already gathered. This gives you guys additional to be able to like do other things in the future.
Very good. Thank you.
You're very welcome. It wasn't hard for the 2 of us, and we also were able to acquire. And Don, I will have you roll it. If you could roll me. You could roll me a d6.
4.
4? Mm-hmm. Yeah. She pulls out 4 small, like, maybe the gems that you guys were gathering inside of Felfar then were uncut. So like they have, the little protrusions of other minerals and rock around them. She pulls out 4 nicely cut, comparable sized frost diamonds. He's a very good swimmer. Much better than I. Swimming? Where are we going? I'm in a pie. Just eat the pie, Doug.
Is there any pie left?
Oh yeah, it's a huge pie. It's like 40 pounds of food.
I'm gonna go ahead and scoop some of that up onto my bowl after I'm finished. Animals.
How dare you not have manners in a wonder? Oh, it's so good.
Imagine it is very good. Let's see. How impressed am I with this shepherd's pie?
100%, no matter
67.
what. That's pretty good.
So I'm gonna grab a large quantity of it and bring it out to the tree.
Yeah, as you step outside. Yeah, it's chilly. It's a very peaceful night, though. There's a very slight breeze coming through the trees.
Walk over to
the large tree that obviously still is oversized and has a dark, like, hovel door. A big bowl of soup. Or shepherd's pie.
I don't know if I can go in. Just, like, stand outside it, like...
Hello?
Knock on wood.
Giant hand comes out.
Edelstein?
What?
Would you like food?
Edelstan is very hungry. Sorry.
I brought this for you?
Yeah, you see the hands and like wrists extend out and he just envelops underneath your hands with them.
Thank you. Very nice, lady.
Thank you for your help.
Trees were not very hard to get. Just few mountain monsters, but smushed. And it's okay now. Don't worry, not bears or lions. Weird. People. Tried to poke Adelstan with sticks and sharp sword.
What did they look like?
A gray skin
tall, tusk, smush. Said stuff, Adelstan not speak, and shoot arrows into arm. Smush. Not nice, Adelstan, try say hello. They not say hello back.
And then smush.
Smush. Like 7 smushes. Adelstan leveled up.
Bonus smush.
Branding
Use
smush.
my action to smush and bonus action smush.
Want a divine smush.
Smush any of them together.
Transmogrification.
Like a clay.
Adelstan not know why in mountains. Far up mountains. By doors. Fell farthen. Some were sharp stick hit tree. Adelstan smush and then take tree. Adelstan's tree.
He just wrecked these orcs.
Yeah, 100%. This is why I was like, you guys can take the really nice expedited track into the lower regions. Upstairs is bad. There were orcs in the mountains also trying to harvest stuff. He smushed all of them.
What a hero.
He took the trees.
Love him.
So you're saying we could have taken the other path?
Absolutely. It would have been like
High five, Adelstan.
like a cool mountain battle with another small orc warband where Adelstan happily would have helped you guys. Smush!
Make ice cream.
Right?
I can't believe it's not work.
Thank you for gathering the trees.
Imitation orc meat.
Very welcome. Adelstan,
Impossible
happy
work.
help. Nice to be awake. Adelstan sleep long time. Nice to have, what opposite of dream?
Experience?
You're not there.
Oh, sure.
She's outside with him.
Oh, right.
You sit up from the pie. Experience.
Like life again.
Yes.
Adelstan not have one long time. Thank you.
I'm glad we could help.
Big help. For big Adelstan.
Small help.
Well, Adelstan have new pants now. Took from orcs. They had furs on body. Adelstan's.
Pretty like,
We can never upset him. Oh my god, what have we done?
Take him to the city.
Smush.
Smush guards mean.
They poke with stick.
Titan.
Right.
It's about to happen.
Thank you. Food.
enjoy.
Begins to like recede into the tree. Adelstan have tree house now.
It's just oobable.
Imagine we come back to the city and there's like a massive chaos going on. If we like go back and come back and he's like, they tell Adelstan he cannot go into slums west. Smush.
Adelstan, try say hi. They poke stick.
Pass.
Smush.
Adelstan,
Would
no
you head back
pass.
inside after? Yeah. A couple moments go by, and you all, while you're sitting here with Melicy and Melithel and Corin and enjoying delicious food, see Ritora step back inside without the bowl. Well, I don't know where to start with what you all did. Seems like it was very dangerous and sadly suffered many injuries.
Yes. Felfathen is haunted by something of a mad king.
Interesting. I know all about Mad Kings.
Did you ever speak with the people of Felfathen?
Centuries ago, yes. They were master craftsmen who sent Alglatha many nice things in exchange for silverbark. The warriors of Alglatha used, they had lighter coats of armor that were very swift and nimble, and well suited for the warriors of Alglatha. They needed silverbark and mythwater. Very good relationship between us.
Did they say what they use those things for?
The silverbark?
Mm-hmm.
The silverbark they hewed into the handles of the weapons. They said it was very resilient. They also said it was, well, good for buildings, constructions. As dwarves, they were obviously very lined with metals. And silverbark is the closest thing we have. Pliable but very hard. Sturdy. The mythwater, the magicians of Felfarthen would use. Catalyst, as it was used in Alglatha. Commonly for, well, the magics they did in Felfarthen. I had never really visited the city. I was far too young before I left. And not really a place I wanted to go while I was trying to remain hidden from everyone.
You said that you know a lot about Mad Kings.
Yes.
What experiences have you had?
Part of why Alglatha came to ruin, I suppose you could say. I was not there when it happened, but Nelithel and I have seen and met with some of the Eladrin that fled. I said it was a prince, not a king.
Witnessed the destruction secondhand.
Not so much a destruction, more a, I suppose you could say, descent into despondency. People lost hope, and it's strange. It wasn't a revolution, it was more people simply gave up. As though simply submitting to the will of another.
It had something to do with this prince.
Ah, yes. Said he felt he was scorned by his lover. I do not know.
Nesgrim.
Yeah.
At the point where she talks about the silver bark being in the handles, your weapon.
The warhammer? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Handle is absolutely made out of silverbark.
Same with the dagger that I pulled out of there, too.
Yeah, the short wooden portion of the handle.
Isn't silverbark very strong?
Yes, so she said that they traded with Felfarthen for silverbark and mythwater, and that the silverbark was put into the handles, so that was what I was just...
Sure.
I will tell you that warhammer counts as a silvered weapon. That's the value of silverbark. Is that instead of needing to necessarily coat the blade with a layering of silver, they were able to silver their weapons by utilizing silverbark.
Sure. So would I have? It's a separate item then. It would be like silvered warhammer or something like that. Okay.
It's cool as fuck.
That is very cool. I'm excited.
That's why the elves also had silvered weapons.
Interesting. Looks like we're lagging.
Oh yeah, we are.
All we can do is push through.
Yep, it doesn't matter.
You said it was a +3 warhammer, right?
Smush.
Yeah, I actually don't see a silver warhammer.
Warhammer. Silver. I think would be. Or it might just be under like silvered weapon. If not, then we can figure it out later.
Yeah, it's fair.
Would we have attuned to the magical items that we acquired by now?
I don't believe they were distributed. I believe they were all effectively in one bag. I do not remember whether or not there was any distribution of the items.
I took that ring.
I have some of them.
Okay.
You have one of the orbs. You
One
have
of the orbs,
I
yeah.
have the other orb.
And the ring left behind the skull.
And I have the rope.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can say there's no reason not to during that time of the travel in which, like, it would be a thing that we would have remembered in that instance. I have no problem whatsoever. Okay, so the rope is a rope of entanglement. It's an orb of direction and an orb of time. I don't care which of you has which. Sarah, your ring is a ring of cold resistance.
That's nice.
This is the wrong one. Oh god, I haven't written anything in it. Woo!
Which orb do you want?
What do we have? Time and
One is time, one is direction.
direction.
Okay.
Are those on D&D Beyond or are they homebrew items?
Nope, they're on D&D Beyond.
And a nice deck of cards.
I also have a deck of cards.
The one deck of cards that you took from down in the foundry is a deck of illusions. You guys also have a lot of dusts that I remember giving out.
Dry and disappear.
Correct. The wand is a wand of binding. You have a chime of opening, and the pearl inlaid is a pearl of power.
What is the orb? Is called the Orb of Direction?
Yeah.
They're not coming up on Beyond.
Really? Okay.
The orbs aren't.
Okay. I'll make them and add them then.
Okay, I'm sorry. What'd you say the wand was?
Wand of binding.
Wand of binding.
Hmm?
And you said the pearl. What?
Pearl of power.
Pearl of power.
And a chime of opening.
Chime. I don't know if I have the chime. Who has the chime?
That
Did
was
you
all
take
stuff that we pulled out of, that Ritora pulled out of the one room.
Besides the orbs, which we got from...
Yeah, this
Okay,
should
so
be
I-
Some of the stuff was from
yeah,
downstairs.
Yeah,
this should
some
be
from
all
the
the
foundry.
theoretical magical items that you guys
Uh,
We
have.
mostly pulled silver bark and the little statue outs out of the
Right.
the
Then I
armory
probably
room.
have the
Yeah, the
chime.
ring was from there. Everything else was from downstairs.
Yep. Yeah, those would be what you guys would recognize now. Cool. Yeah, I mean, again, on the discussion of Mad Kings.
Yeah.
I was never told his name. This prince.
You do not know anything about him then?
Oh no, he was there after I left. Don't even know realistically whether or not he was alive when I was in the city.
Or his family name?
Oh no. No, it's... Well... You have to understand that Malithil and I hid for hundreds of years before we found the elves beginning to leave the city. It's almost 2,000 years ago now that Malithil and I began our
Yes.
expedition out.
Quite a long time.
Yes. It was after they came back to Oshuamp.
After who came back?
Oh, that young man, Ostador. The elves began to flee into the woods.
Why did the elves flee?
Alglatha began to descend into madness, despondency. The people gave up hope.
Sure.
I do not know whether or not the prince came to power. I know only that the people left the city of Alglatha. And that Malithil and I have avoided it, but in the distance seen small areas in the now desecrated and, defiled trees of the Mythwoad that have fallen into petrification, I guess you could say.
Remnants of the corruption.
Yes, still see that there are small fragments of what look like buildings and walls of the city. And then the crystal tower still gleams in the moonlight.
What was the tower used for?
I was never allowed in. Nor was Malithil.
Sacred in some sense, then?
Yes, Malithil, before he was assigned to me, was being trained to be a guardian of the tower. There were people always stationed outside, so this way no one who was not permitted would enter. Again, a very kind and innocent man, honest and pure.
Yes. He certainly seems to be.
That's me! Just like face covered in mashed potatoes and like remnants of ground beef. Doing my best! Where are we?
We saw a great many terrible things in Felfarthen.
I am not surprised.
A lot of lost people that I do not believe will ever be able to escape.
Bound to that place, then, in a way?
I think so. What remains of them anyway, their souls, I believe, were consumed by this king, Dorgrim.
How would they have consumed souls?
Some sort of energy from his hand.
Magically?
I think so. There was a lot of research going on alchemically. Felix, what was it? I know you read most of the knowledge that we have.
They were attempting to live forever.
Yes.
Fool's errand. It is not so much a gift. I do not know how they would have consumed souls. There is no soul in all living things. In nature. That is how we druids are able to commune with the spirits of the world. Utilize their harmony with us to resonate out with magics. But the consumption of a soul sounds far too terrible for a thing like us to perform.
Yes, it was I did have a brief vision. There was a shadowy black dagger and a hole in the hand under the glove of this person, similar to what Ritora has. The soul was sucked inside, or the whole person was sucked inside, aside from the bones.
Oh my.
Yes.
Your hand, might I see it again? You extend your hand out, and she looks at it. And once more, she, runs her hand over it. She doesn't contact your hand.
Does it look any different? I haven't looked at it recently.
It does not look like it is different. It looks like it still has the bulbous, filling along the bottom, and it's, run up into your fingers. It doesn't look different. It doesn't really feel different. In the same way that Melithel and I are able to make spaces within spaces. Perhaps that is a space within a space. And what this Mad King you speak of was doing was also space within a space.
And perhaps
Perhaps they can be saved.
it would make sense. Nothing is truly gone. Even things that are consumed by other things, they change form and shape. But their existence is still there.
Perhaps another way of storing them like that. Palace of memories.
Or like the bag that the hag possessed.
Perhaps.
But still there.
Weren't they trying to use alchemical stuff to do things? You think it's just the pieces?
It could be.
Because they were trying to push things together to make something. Could you do it in reverse?
Put things back together.
Pull it apart. Reduce it to its components. If the souls were used, perhaps they are salvageable.
Is there anything in your book about that?
I could look it over, but it might not be possible.
We saw a great deal of impossibilities down there.
How is it that they would have learned such use of magic without demonstrating for their people what they were doing?
I'm not sure. Portion had to know, but not all.
You talked about hearing the mountain.
Maybe it was a gift.
What do you mean hearing the mountain?
This Mad King spoke to us. He asked Ether if he could hear the mountain. And when I connected to Ether's mind with my own, I could hear like thunder in the distance.
Yes, I saw something when my mind was altered by the tricks of Felfarthen.
I do not know if that is a trick.
I do not think it was. I believe it was an attempt at controlling me.
All living things have a soul.
He called it the heart of the mountain.
Yes.
As we can speak to trees. Trees have life. Stone also has life.
Yes. He did mention that.
Perhaps you heard the stone speak. Perhaps the stone could listen.
I wonder what things the stone has seen.
Probably very many things.
I think you're right.
I would be very wary of a mountain like that. One that has been called.
It is tainted by his presence.
Yes. Claimed its personhood as his own. He said he was the mountain.
Perhaps he has in a way communed his soul with the soul of the mountain.
I do someday wish to cleanse him from that place.
As your friend, and Melithel and I can become one with nature, commune with it, or become animals that we have seen. That is a resonance of our soul. The soul of that animal, or the soul of that living material that exists in the world. I do not know what extent dwarves would be capable of resonating with other things in the world. But as you've seen, giants can also be of stone.
Yes.
Perhaps dwarves can also be of stone.
Beings of the mountain.
I know that they were once of frost and ice, of snow. Perhaps this man was attempting to find something new to be. Something more. As you said, if they were trying to find eternal life, I can think of few things that live longer than stone, sir. Ice and frost can melt. Takes a lot of power to break stone.
Yes.
Even statues crumble. Statues are much sturdier.
And they still remain, even broken.
Yes, they do.
Adelstan mentioned that they moved the mountain for the dwarves.
Moved the mountain.
Yes. That is what he said. And at the center of this mountain there is a great heat on the other side of this door.
Perhaps he moved the soul of the mountain. You are telling me that this man believes he is the mountain and is communing with something in it. Perhaps your friend moved, whatever that thing might be. You said you saw something,
Yes.
and you heard thunder.
Yes.
What did you see?
Long silver hair. Grayish skin, a large being.
Very large. The
Yes.
size of Adelstan.
Yes.
There are other giants that are not made of stone. Some are made of storms. Some are made of winter.
Adelstan told us of one.
Another giant.
Yes.
A titan, he called it.
Yes, a titan.
Very old then.
Yes. He referred to it as Dodgong.
I do not know that name. I know of titans. Oh.
He said it meant Death King.
I suppose. Well. I do not know the name Dodgong. A king of death is interesting.
Yes. It would seem that is what Felfarthen became.
The mountain,
Yes.
perhaps. I do not know. It is very hard for giants to wander the roads out here without being noticed.
Yes. Certainly.
But if one can move a stone, it's much easier to go unnoticed. But I do not know where this Dodcom would want to go, or what it would even be looking for. Why is it called Death King?
I'm not sure.
The story that Adolfsson told us had to do with the consumption of others for magic.
Much like your Mad King.
Similar, yes. To hear Adolfsson tell it, this was more literal.
Oh,
Less of a magical consumption and more chewing.
gotcha. Perhaps that is how your Mad King learned to do what he did. He hears voices in the mountains. Perhaps that is one of the voices that he heard.
Maybe this Dodgong was fattening him up for consumption himself.
Perhaps. It is not a surprise to me that someone who would educate someone would then take advantage of what they've learned.
It is troubling.
It is terrifying to know that such creatures exist. To know that there is such a purpose in the world and still a drive for such wickedness. It is exactly that reason that Malithil and I have stayed hidden all these years. The number of things that would slaughter us for such a simple trinket. I do know that this ring was made by the dwarves. Do not know how they made it. I know that it was their construction.
I believe they made a great many things there as well.
Not all of them so wicked.
I imagine the origins of Felfarthen were, as any origin is, rooted in good.
Yes.
And it was twisted, perhaps like Dorgrim was.
Perhaps. I know that while I did not visit the city, there were dwarven travelers who had carts of goods to sell and tricks to perform. And wonderful magicians. They would always entertain the young elven children with magics.
We certainly saw a great many tricks in Felfarthen.
Yes. We're famous for their ability to produce things.
Produce.
Mm-hmm.
There also was a play.
Excuse me?
Felix, you were the one that picked up the book that started that, yes?
Yes,
Did you bring that book with us as well?
I have it.
I can't imagine Balor will read it to us again.
No.
Hmm?
But I'll take the book out and gesture to anybody else that would like to read the book aloud.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in Dwarven?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
I don't know that language.
It was?
Was.
What is it in now?
Is it in Dwarven?
I will tell you that as you pull the book from your bag, the front cover looks at the same binding, but I will tell you that it is blank. Smooth surface. And I will tell you that as you turn it open, that it is blank inside.
Free notebook.
Mm-hmm.
So that was an illusion too.
And you're a spell scroll, and you're a spell scroll.
It was the script.
Followers' tricks are powerful.
Seems so. I know very little of tricks and things like that.
And the story that it told was
Of Elseth and a brother.
It was the actual last night of Dumar.
That was it.
yes, very old. It would seem.
It was of the last night of Dumar?
I think it was the first last night of Dumar.
It's the impression that we got. Yes.
The first last night of Dumar. You mean when the man died?
Yes.
Alright.
It was Elseth and Dumar were the brothers, right?
Elsif was the girl.
Or
Dumar and Durgan.
That was it.
Yes. I know of the Dawn Heroes, at least in folktale and legend. Durgan and Dumar were the Dwarven brothers.
It detailed their death.
How did they die?
Some sort of shadow creature.
Very large black claws. Reaching forth from a void.
It did not seem like they were expecting it.
No.
They seemed settled. Like they had just come to the end of something.
Perhaps a great battle.
Perhaps.
Many dead laid before them.
Like
They were armored.
a victory? Like they thought it was over?
Or
They
maybe
called it something like that, yes.
You said great black claws. Like those of a dragon.
I've never seen a dragon, but possibly, yeah.
Few have ever seen dragons anymore.
there was a visage of a great flying creature.
Most likely. A dragon.
It attacked them until Dumar pulled forth this small, glowing mithril orb and attempted to banish it.
And that was when your vision faded. This play ended?
I do believe the last thing we saw was, I believe it was Elsa trying to get away, or getting away, and him holding her off, I think. Can't remember.
Durgan died
Yeah.
and carried Elsith away and rested her against a tree
Mm-hmm.
and then went in with the orb.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where it ended.
Yeah.
The last thing is Dumar using the orb. I mean, obviously, folktale and legend are much more limited than the visuals of a play. I do not know why there would be sight of a dragon in the play. The folktales and legends that the elves shared did not speak of a dragon.
What did they speak of?
Spoke of great spirits from the woods.
And according to folk tales, how did the brothers die?
Well, we did not speak of the death of the brothers.
Any particular reason?
We're not dwarves.
Why is that relevant? To not speaking of their death?
You speak of the people that you know. The people who were your people.
Sure.
Were there stories of the same time from your people?
Yes. We shared stories of Karsa and Tersi.
Those names are familiar.
Months of the year. 2 of the other Dawn heroes.
Did they participate in the same battles as the others?
Many of them, yes. Karsa and Tersi were ones who fought far in the north within the woods. As they said, great spirits rose from the trees and from below. Strange to fight, as they called them, spirits. Seemed ephemeral. Wicked embodiments of nature and its various elements.
Did they win their fight?
Yes, with help in death, yes. Neither of them survived. But we did not have plays. We simply had stories from the old women of the city. Passed them down.
Honor through memories and tales.
Yes.
Recognition without seeming over the top, I suppose.
Yes, we avoided worship as best as we could. I fear that was why the people of Alglatha gave up hope.
Because of worship?
Because of the demands of the prince to be worshipped.
Go ahead.
Why did the prince demand worship?
I do not know.
Of just him in general, or any particular feat?
I do not know.
Did your people explain when they taught you not to worship?
I said it was out of fear.
Did they say of what?
They did not want any singular individual to ascend to a level of power. In the same way that our souls can resonate with things in the world, worship resonates your soul with one thing, bestowing upon it a semblance of your own strength. Instead of an equal partnership, I guess you could say, it is more an elevation of one thing, fed by the power of many.
Similar to the divine.
Yes. And we in Alglatha also feared that. And that is why it is only ever one person with the ring.
To protect it and also to protect the people.
Yes. Yes, we were always afraid that one would find the ring, and should that person ever be the one who demanded worship,
That would be devastating.
I wonder if the prince was looking for me.
I imagine he might have been. In his demand to be worshipped and his conquest, I imagine He did search for the power that you possessed.
Most likely. And I wonder if that is why the people gave up hope. I had not been seen in centuries. And I do not know if that is why I began to see Illidan out in the wild again.
People fleeing.
Or looking for me. I never introduced myself as Amaria. Oh, God.
That's fine now.
Alright. Yes, I never told them my name was Amaria. I never showed them the ring.
To them, you were a normal person.
Yes.
And in that, you were safe.
Yes. And whenever Melithil and I thought they were onto our trail, we were off once more, bounding through the snow like rabbits.
As
rabbits. Yes. Safe. In hiding.
Hidden in plain sight as things that no one would think to look twice at.
Yes. Birds of the sky, we've been many things through the years together.
But always remaining together.
A very long journey. Yeah! Have the pie, darling. Yeah.
He is a very good man.
Yes, he is.
And you are very brave for going through all that you have gone through.
Thank you. Am I brave too?
Very brave.
Yeah.
What about me? Because I'd be right there
Yeah,
next to
you
him.
are.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Yes. Yes, you are... Brave is a word I would use to describe you, Nesgrim, yes.
Hey, why are you talking about old stuff? They asked. Why? They need to know. Why? They're doing things. Like eating pie? Yeah. Like eating pie.
I am eating pie.
He's very right, isn't he? As strange as it is, he's very right.
Sometimes I get a good one.
Pie?
A good thought.
Oh. Sometimes. So does he. Yeah. Like... I thought I had one.
Like how Tiger's Eye looks like a bumblebee.
You mean cat's eye?
That's what I said. It's a bumblebee stone.
Oh yeah, the bumblebee rhyme. Yeah. The yellow one with the bee stripe?
You got it.
I get it.
He agrees with me.
It also looks like an eye, like a cat's eye.
No, it doesn't.
Like if you were to take a bumblebee and turn it the other way,
Right.
that's a bumblebee.
Take away some of the stripes.
Take away some of the stripes,
So you have one.
and you got one, and then it's upright. And then it's a cat's eye.
It's a bumblebee.
I'm gonna be a cat and show you my eyes.
I'm gonna cat a bee and show you my eyes.
I don't know what that means. He wild shapes into like a small white cat. And you just see his paws like little beans pointing his eye. They look absolutely yellow with vertical singular stripe like cat's eye to gem.
Look at that.
Beast for us.
See?
I'm gonna pet his head.
Oh yeah, that's nice. He just 100% just like immediately rubs his head against your leg.
I'm gonna sit there and pet Melithel for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that they weren't bumblebees.
I knew they weren't, but they look like them.
They don't.
Yeah, no.
Very brave, Nesgrim.
Thank you.
Melithel just like lets you pet him for a minute and then smells the stew again, or smells the pie again, and immediately concludes his wild shape. You're just like hand on his head.
Some warning would have been nice.
I can't warn you when I'm a cat.
Could have yelled at me. Yeah, you know.
Do you understand cat?
No.
What if I said meow?
To you too, sir.
I'm gonna eat some pie again. This one's weird. I think it's because he's old. He's kind of lost some. You know. Yes, darling, so have you.
Take
Yeah.
out my list, which at the top says Wembley and underneath Melithel.
I actually think it's maybe been beaten out of him.
Guess he does look like he's gotten hurt a lot.
Really likes to get his head right there in the thick of things.
Brave man.
Very brave.
Best to face your problems head on.
Well, not with your head.
Oh.
Yes, I think he took it literally.
Yes, I think
Oh,
so.
right. No. Head on just means you go in with your head on your body and that you try to keep it there.
Why don't they call it like hand on?
Because, I mean, it depends on what your hand's on.
It's about facing forward, that's correct.
Sure.
Going in with the most preparation possible.
Awareness.
Yes.
Thinking.
What?
Planning.
These are good things.
Yes.
He'll learn them. I did. Yeah, you did. Definitely. You're a very prepared man. I made a pie. Yes, you did. You know,
That's reassuring.
pie's great. When they was talking about the old stuff, like the old people fighting the dragon. Yes, darling, the legends. Yeah, the dragons. No, they said dragon, like one. Nah, it wasn't one. What do you mean it wasn't one dragon? It was lots of dragons. Like 3. No, 4. 5. What am I doing again?
Dragons.
Oh, counting dragons. Oh, they're not around no more.
What happened to them?
Oh, they're dead. Well, all the ones that were there are dead.
Where the bodies
Bodies?
of the dragons? I imagine they weren't small.
No, they were real big. Kind of like the pie.
Are there dragons in the pie?
No, it's cow. You asked for it.
Appreciate that. You okay, Felix?
You look a little green.
They're green dragons, yeah.
Are you feeling well?
And red dragons. Other colors.
Gold, silver, the other colors.
Gold
A
dragons.
whole bunch of dragons.
There were nice silver dragons.
Yes.
We had some of those.
How
in
do
the
you
mountains.
How do you know there were multiple dragons at that fight?
That's the other part of the story.
What is the other part of the story?
The dragons are the other part of the story. They rawr.
Could you tell us the dragon part of the story?
Oh, you want to hear it?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
That is
I thought you meant what the dragons do when they go rawr. That's not the story.
Yes.
Maybe is it fine if I tell them it? I mean, yeah, you've never told me it. We've been together for 2,000 years. I forgot. You forgot when... No, I don't want to... You wouldn't have forgotten that. I mean, I did, though. How do I know if I forgot it? If I forgot it?
Don't make him forget now. Tell him, please.
Oh, yeah. We were people talked about it outside the shiny tower.
Uh-huh.
The crystal tower?
Yeah, that's right. They said that the crystal tower was made from the scales of a dragon.
That makes sense.
What color dragon?
A crystal one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Real pretty. They said it had a name.
What was its name?
I don't know. Probably Crystal or something. We never really knew the dragon's name.
That checks out.
We just said it probably had a name.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the legend.
But the name wasn't part of the legend.
No, we didn't know about it. That's why the top of the tower kind of looks like horns.
Good. Okay.
They said, the best wizards in Alglatha worked in there. Inside the dragon.
In the scales of a dead dragon.
Dead? Why'd you say dead?
Why didn't you?
It ain't dead.
The dragon, the crystal... wait, so the dragon the crystal tower is made out of is still alive?
Yeah. It's a dragon.
The tower is a dragon?
The what?
The crystal tower is a dragon.
Yeah. Well, if you make the thing out of the thing, ain't it still the thing?
You mean if its soul is still intact?
Yeah. He gets it. That's why they worked inside it.
To be closer to the soul of the dragon.
Uh-huh.
And you believe that that soul is still there?
Uh-huh.
That is why they were guarding it.
Yeah.
And there were other dragons?
Uh-huh.
Were they like the tower, or were they...
No, there were silver ones in the mountains behind the city.
And they are gone now?
I don't know. Didn't really go in the mountains. Only guarded the tower.
Did they ever leave the mountains? That you recall?
Saw some flying when I was a boy.
Very long time ago.
Well, yeah.
Were
Melissy seen them too. Oh, yes, but that was 2,000 years ago, darling. Well, yeah, but they were still flying. You know. Roar. It's the scariest dragon noise I can make in this voice. Roar. Like, oh no.
Oh, this is the dude from Family Guy. Oh no!
Oh, that's great.
You said that there were dragons at the battle that we were recalling.
Yeah.
4 of them? 5?
Well, not just at the one battle. There was all kinds of battles. There were battles up there, and battles out there.
Over a period of time.
Well, yeah.
And the battles were against the dragons?
Not just dragons. Spirits. Big monsters.
Ooh.
Got like claw hands. And big horns. Lots of bad stuff. And people, you know, stabbed them. Like a lot. Like a lot of people had to stab them a lot of times.
And they're gone now.
I mean, I don't see them, do you? No. I don't know what got built out of them. Some of them had well, I guess you could say skin like shiny black stone.
You mean to say that some of the other souls might still be intact?
Maybe.
And these battles, they all occurred this far north.
Yeah. Lots of things died. Lots of things got buried. Lots of things got bones.
What color is the under City of Oshuamp?
Black.
The
All
what?
of Oshuamp is shiny black stone.
That's bad.
Yes.
It's all obsidian?
Or is it dragon?
Which of these monsters, if you recall from the stories, had such bones?
The shiny rock-like ones?
Those are the ones, yes.
Wasn't so much like skin. It was like... Well, you see your dog friend there? See how he's got spikes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's kind of like spikes. All over their body.
Good.
And on like a big tail.
They seem friendly.
No. That's why they got stabbed.
How many are like this?
I don't know. Bunch? 2 bunch? Maybe a bushel? A whole bushel of demons.
Perhaps a bunch of...
Maybe.
A baker's dozen.
Baker? No, my name's Melithel. I did bake a pie though, so I am kind of a baker.
You are indeed a baker.
What was he talking about?
Dragons.
bunches of demons.
Oh,
you said?
demons! That's
Yes.
right. Yeah.
demons had these protrusions?
Some of them. It's fine. They're dead.
You just said that.
Well, they're
some
not dead,
things-
but they're dead.
That, yes.
You know, it's kind of like,
Kind of like not being dead.
well,
Dead
I
for
mean-
now.
kinda. It's kind of like
Sleep.
maybe sleep. You know how you got a soul, right?
I certainly hope so, yes.
Well, where'd you get it?
Maybe I was born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Well, I got a star in me.
Where did you get your star?
I was given my star.
By who?
I don't know. But something gave me that star.
Like a gift?
Kinda like a gift. But if something gave me that star, I don't know where that thing is. I'd sure like to thank them. But I don't know if those demons got stars. Or where they get their stars from.
Are you stars and spirit are the same thing to you, or stars and souls?
My soul is a star. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what they got. If they got a soul. Could they make it?
I think they have souls, but I don't think they have stars.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never looked at one. But if they got a soul, where'd it go?
Maybe it was taken.
Maybe. Mine comes from the sky.
Maybe theirs comes from somewhere else.
Maybe.
Maybe it's still there.
Could be.
Like your crystal dragon.
Could be. Maybe that's why people build around them. So they can listen.
To what the souls say.
Yeah. Kind of like y'all said with that mountain man. He's over there listening to the mountain. Maybe the mountain's got a soul. Maybe face you saw was a big thing. Dead. But not dead. And maybe it's asking that man to make it not dead no more. We're gonna end there.
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
That was good. Yep.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Totally safe. Not a problem at all.
No, not at all. Nothing to worry about.
Never been a problem.
Never been safer, really.
You have shepherd's pie. As far as
I am living.
We have to stop.
We have
the
shepherd's
food.
pie, and we still haven't made it to a long rest, so you could die at any moment.
He could choke on the shepherd's pie.
He could choke on
Please
the
don't
shepherd's
give John
pie.
ideas.
Ooh, con save? The shepherd's pie?
Con save.
pie save.
Make a pie save.
Friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. We appreciate you very much.
Sorry about the internet issue.
Are we still? Are
I
we still
don't even
live?
think
I
we're
have no
live.
idea.
But for YouTube and the podcast, we appreciate
Yep.
you all very much. Thank you guys. We will be live next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be off Friday and Sunday of this week.
Vacation.
Vacation.
Mountains.
Oh, God! No! This tripped me!
We are the mountains.
We are the
mountains. Oh, why did he recommend
Safe.
the mountains?
But it's fine. It's totally fine.
We just left the mountain. Now we're going back to the mountain.
There's many tricks here, Sarah. Many tricks.
But yeah, guys, thank you very much. We appreciate you very much. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
There's many tricks.